Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Barbie. Here we are again.
Here we are again. And at this point, we've got a robust group of Vicars ready to take charge of their allotments. And we've got...
It's the middle of November. We have a really exciting day ahead of us. We're going to be planting some garlic and some shallots. And what else are we going to look at?
Well, somebody might come by with a root from an Elecampane? Elecampane?
Yeah.
And if we get one of those, we're going to talk a lot about it. It's very interesting. But for now, why don't we go ahead and start with the story about the shallots and the garlic. Brooke, why don't you explain it?
All right. Today we're just going to take, you can just take whatever you have lying at home, if you have some store-bought garlic, or you could go to your local farm stand and grab some. We're going to be breaking up the individual cloves and planting them in the ground so we can harvest them come June or July. We also ordered some shallots, which we thought were going to be a little bit smaller, but they're actually full size. We learned that these will actually produce quite a lot of other bulbs from just this one. And we're going to find a good place for these for everybody in everybody's allotments.
And if I could just talk about the shallots. You know, last year somebody came by the Council on Aging. Last year somebody came by the Council on Aging and dropped off about 100 pea-sized shallot bulbs and said that they'd ordered them and now had too many to fit in their garden. So we took them. I'd never grown shallots before. Stuck them in the ground about this time of year.
Like the seed shallots, kind of like the onions that you get.
Yeah,
the sets.
Like sets.
Yeah,
Sometimes people call them sets. I don't know why. And they grew to be about this size. So I asked my sister, I said, well, what are you supposed to do with these? And she said, oh, you split them open and you put butter in and you roast them in the oven and they're delicious. So we did that. And I can't even tell you how good they were. They're amazing. So this is what we ate that year. But it turns out that this is what people plant when they're planting. Yep. So this year we're going to plant this size, and as Brooke just said, she's researched it, and we should get
many bulbs from just that one.
We're going to find
out.
Right. All right, so we ready to go plant?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
If somebody wants to start to break up the garlic, they can.
Oh yeah, who wants to break up some garlic? Anybody else? Okay, there you go.
And make sure you just break them apart. You leave the skin right on them. You don't peel the skin off because that's where the nutrients is. Yes, and we do have two different kinds of garlic. The ones I got from the farm stand look like soft neck garlic, and the ones that Barbie brought from the kitchen look like hard neck garlic. Both. This one in my right hand is a soft neck bulb where this is bendable, and we're gonna take apart all these cloves and put them in. And then this one, which we already removed the cloves, this is a hard neck. See how hard that is? I can't really bend it too easily. They'll both grow around here, but the hard neck varieties do better in the cold climates, and they also have a stronger flavor, but you can grow both of them. And each year that when you harvest your garlic, you save some and you use it to cook and you eat some of it, and then you can replant some of your garlic bulbs from that year. And each year, if you use the same bulbs, each year you'll get bigger and bigger cloves and bulbs from the same one.
You break it up.
Yes. Yep.
Now, Brooke, when you're doing that, is it really crucial to have a period where the garlic dries?
Oh, yeah, when you harvest it?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You want your garlic to cure just like you would with onions. You know how they hang them upside down or just upside down to dry? You want it to cure, and that makes it so your bulbs don't rot. Same with the onions. You don't want to encourage anything to rot. So when you do harvest your garlic, you want to hang it up for, I think it's a few weeks, and let it cure. Yep. And you do that with potatoes too. Onions, garlic, and potatoes.
And as we're planting, can I talk about the soil for a minute? The soil is the workhorse for the garden. And if you take care of the soil's going to take care of the plants. So that's what the mulch is all about. When you push this mulch aside, look at what you reveal. I mean, are you kidding? This is your workhorse. And now plants can just, they love this soil. And the bugs love this soil. The earthworms love this soil. It's not compressed. It's easy to tunnel. It's easy to aerate. There's a lot of nutrition. And best of all, it's easy to work. If you get plants, and you might pick them up anywhere, or you might start them from seed yourself, all you have to do is, that's it, and pop them in, and you're all ready. So there's minimal work at this type of gardening, as long as you're very careful about always covering the soil. And when seeds blow by, if they drop onto nice, dry, clean soil, mulch, they can't take root, so they can't get started. The only little weeds we get are this little blade of grass that is germinated from the straw we put down, and all we do is we pick it up like that to break the root, and then we just toss it away. There's nothing to it. The soil's going to feed and water and protect the plants.
And do its job, yes.
Yeah.
But I guess each one of these bulbs will produce another 5 to 10 bulbs. Some of them, some kinds, I guess, produce up to 25 bulbs, but I think we'll probably get about 5 to 10 off of each one of these.
Brooke, what way does it go?
The root side, the flat side goes down and the pointy side goes up.
All right, and how deep are we going?
And you don't need to go too deep with the garlic, but I would do about 2 inches, double the size of the bulbs. But garlic and onions grow on the surface of the soil, so you actually don't want to plant them too deep, unlike you would with flower bulbs.
All right, so for me, all I've done is I've pushed away the straw, and I've just jabbed in, I'm dropping in, and I'm pushing on, and I'm covering, and that's all I'm doing. And I don't know, let's see what happens.
See, and my Hori Hori actually has measurements on it, so I'm really just gonna go about the size of the bulb, maybe a little bit deeper.
Remember, Brooke is the professional, and I am the enthusiast. So, let's see what happens.
In there.
And I always start out wearing gloves, but they don't stay on my hands very
they
long.
don't stay on long.
But that's really, is that what you would have figured you'd do? I mean, it doesn't get any more complicated than this. This bed is in transition. Jay and Palomir are taking it over. So we're gonna take out a lot of the stuff. What's that? No, plant it. And you know what is going to happen with that? Have you done this before? It's fun. It's going to put up a beautiful allium, a beautiful flower. Nice. And then after that flower, it's going to have a whole pile of seeds on it. And you can take those seeds, they'll call it walking onion. It's going to fall back to the ground and plant the seeds that it's got in that head. It's going to be so much fun. I might plant that there. And as Brooke said, I would only, it doesn't want to go all the way in the ground. That only wants to go halfway up. And it's nice, you've got parsley. I don't know if that's first year or second year, but leave that, don't take that out, and maybe it'll come back next year. I'd plant it here because it's going to tip over, and that it doesn't. Don't bury it. Let's keep it. Yep. That's it, because you want to let that top stay open. Perfect. You've done it. That's going to work. There's your onion.
All right, so what we have here is this bag of Elecampane seeds, seed heads, and in this bag we have Elecampane roots.
Okay, no, wait. Oh, yeah. Well, let's show a seed head. Take out a seed head and show us.
Yeah. I purposely left these kind of in this position so you'd get an idea of what kind of flowers you're going to have, the branching habits and all that. Whoa!
They're
Looks like we got a bunch of
seeds. Hold on,
seeds.
hold on.
They do have seeds in them. So I wasn't, I
they do,
wasn't
they
sure
do.
when I picked
It's
up
okay. I'm
how
going
many
to
we
put this
get.
down for the heck of it, so it gives us a little bit of a
Yep.
work surface, because I'm going to collect every last seed.
Okay. All
But
right.
did we show Alyssa a good seed head in there?
Okay, so this is a very funky looking plant. It's similar to a sunflower in the flower, a small one. They come out a little looser. They tend to be looser than a sunflower. Okay, so as you can see, there's a bunch of them on here. And one plant it's very prolific plant. They can get pretty big.
About how high do they grow?
In my garden, I've seen them like 6 to 8 feet.
And can you use all parts of the plant?
Well, as far as medicinal, the only thing I've done is tincture them.
Okay.
You know, I've only tinctured them in brandy.
Okay. Which part? The roots?
The root.
Okay.
Yeah, only the root. And so that is kind of a laborious process when you do it, because the reason is because I tend to not want to put dirt in my tinctures.
Wait a sec. Let's collect hold on. Let's collect the seeds, which are so special. I've got a lot of ideas about what we're doing with these seeds.
Okay.
So let's be careful. We've got them. Oh boy.
Okay, so here's a root, and what they say as far as medicinally, I don't know why, because I do not have a lot of information on this. So anybody who wants to research it, I'd be glad to know myself. But these here, as far as I know, especially, let me get another one. Here it is. Get a really big one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This one here was a second-year root that was actually put back into the ground, and it grew a lot more from that second-year root. So I don't even know how medicinal that is, but that's, this is you plant a little bit and it goes a long way.
Right.
And
exactly.
so
it's a crop that you can continue to have every year.
Right. And I don't think you want me to get into all the tincturing aspect of it.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So the idea of growing it first, if you're interested in growing it, it's a very funky looking plant.
Yeah.
It's neat. I like it. It gets
like
huge leaves, and the stalk comes out in various branches with the seedlings.
Very cool.
All right, well, can I piggyback on some of that?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right, well, who wants to come in? Does anybody else want to come in and listen to this? It's all right, we'll see what happens. I am so excited. First, I got a tour of Art's yard, which is a real food forest. And I'd only read about them in books, and what he's achieved is incredible. And I don't actually remember talking with Art about Elecampane. Elecampane? I'm just learning. At that time, but thinking back now, yes, I remember seeing it in his yard. I do. But following the visit to Art's, I went to Plymouth Plantation, which is one of my all-time favorite places to go. And I happened to have a person very close to the family who's working there. So I was really drilling into her for information, making her work for it. And she said these gardens are partly food and partly medicinal. And she showed me a lot of medicinal crops, but she said the big medicinal crop is Elecampane. And it was 6 foot, 7 foot, just like Art said. And I was intrigued, and I said, really, big medicinal? And she said, yes. She said, that's our most valuable medicinal plant. So I thought, I've never even heard of it. That was me not remembering. So I went home. I got an email from Art who said, I have some roots for you. Would you like them? So I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then I Googled. And when I Googled, I was amazed. Elecampane is named for Helen of Troy. As you might remember in your mythology, Paris came and grabbed Helen and ruthlessly took her away. As she left, where her tears fell, grew Elecampane. It's a yellow flower. And it is meant to cure homesickness because her heart was simply broken with homesickness. But metaphorically, if you step beyond that any sort of illness is bringing you away from your natural situation, and all remedies bring you home again to proper health. So Elecampane fires on all cylinders. It is said to work on the respiratory system, work on the circulatory system, and work on the digestive system, which is unusual to fire on all three of those. And it's not just at Plymouth Plantation where they cultivate it. It has been cultivated in the East by the Chinese. It's part of ancient Chinese medicine. It's part of Ayurvedic medicine. It's part of Native American medicine. And it's part of what the Pilgrims brought from England to help sustain them. So it's got a long history of trying to help people. And, oh, it's so cool. So I watched what you do with these roots, and I learned a little something. And Brooke right away said, oh, this looks like dahlias. So I learned a lot with dahlias, and similarly, where these are poking out, you'd call these the crowns. Am I right? Yes. These are the crowns. So what we would do is we would cut away each one of these crowns into a little bit of an orb and go ahead and plant them in the garden. And they're going to come up just like that. These are our hairy roots. We care nothing about these. We're going to throw them away. But these are our feeder roots. And there's meant to be a lot of medicine in the feeder roots because that's where the plant is taking up its nutrition. And they've analyzed these for what's in there chemically. And people really make a credible case that it has meaningful healing properties. So what you do with these is you cut them and then slice them like lozenges. And you drop them, you can certainly drop them into brandy, but you can also drop them into a jar of honey. And you let them sit in that jar of honey and turn the honey every once in a while, and pretty soon you have, just in a couple of days, you have lozenges that you can take out and eat as necessary to restore wellness. So feeder root. Then when you get these great big chunky roots that are not the crown and not the feeders, but the chunky ones, they're called the storage roots. And with the storage roots, you clean those up and you dry them and chop, throw them in a tea bag or a pot and steep them for a cup of tea. And
powder them into tea or
powder them into tea. So I couldn't be more excited. This is so cool. And of course, first you have to wash them up as well as you can, scrub them carefully, then cut them. I want to bring them home to my kitchen and fuss, but I'll try and take some pictures as I do it, and I'll show what I've done. But I could not be more grateful. This is so exciting.
This will be a great addition to the
gardens.
Are you going to put one here?
Oh, yeah because one of the things it says is that this is sort of a gift from the heavens, that this is this healing plant, and it will thrive and do well in many places. But of course it's a weed, as all volunteer plants are considered weeds. And so it's been weeded away. But these seeds, they say, are very, very good sprouters, and they shoot out big, broad leaves. And these broad leaves have the effect of defending the area. So they outcompete everything. You can throw them in a grassy area, and those broad leaves are going to give them the room they need. So I'm going to take some of those leaves and those seeds, and we'll see how far we get with them. This is not a place, this particular property is mostly rock. It's very difficult to find anything below this, and so we're really gardening above ground, but we'll see how far we get. The seeds I'm going to take home and see if I can establish an Elecampane field that is going to be amazing for birds. Birds can perch up in the top. Birds are going to like the bird seed, and the color is going to be beautiful. By the way, a little bit more on Elecampane. Has anybody ever considered the architectural energy of plants? I mean, certainly I had not, but you have. Do you want to?
No.
All right. So a walnut, for example, looks like the human brain, and coincidentally, it's good for the brain. Beans are meant to be very good for the kidneys, and they look like a kidney. So there is this thought that if you believe wellness can come from plants, that hints are given by the plant structure. So in this plant, it rockets up, and then according to the internet, although you would know, it rockets up and then it tips over and going back to earth. And so somehow that plant architecture to rise up with the yellow and then tip over indicates Jupiter. Jupiter, I'm not exactly sure why. I'll write about this though. I'll copy over what people said. But they said the plant architecture gives you hints about its wellness.
It's true. The same thing, whatever looks like the lungs, like some roots grow, like the mycelium and stuff, and the trees, they grow, the roots of the trees grow almost in the shape of your lungs, and they, you know, give off oxygen. So that's kind of along the lines of the walnuts and the kidneys.
Same thing, that it's all a mirror. We're living in this mirror of a universe.
And that folklore actually has proven, you know, they've done scientific studies and they found that. You know.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah. Sometimes the science comes up with like more uses and sometimes less, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we are. So I'm going to cut away, or Brooke, how do you feel about cutting away, and then we'll plant these right away while we're here so they get planted. And then I will take home the roots to clean up in my house. But what do you think about cutting away? Do you want to divide those up? I mean, that looks like it could be 10 plants. Or not. I mean,
don't
what
know.
do you think?
I've never really planted these like this before, so I'm not sure.
Well, maybe you just want to cut it
I think
in
I might
quarters.
just
You get
cut
4
it.
big plants.
Yeah,
That's fine too.
see how they do.
Oh, we've gotten so much good stuff off of this. Wow.
Yeah, it's more fresh than earthy, almost like a citrusy pine or something, but
Pine, yeah.
yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, it smells like an orange peel, but with like not the orange part.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That's a good description, really. Oh my gosh, look at all this root material we've got. Look at that root material.
Wow.
Impressive?
Yeah.
All right, did you see this? So all of these, if you can imagine,
I didn't even do that with mine.
I hate to break one, but you just slice them into little lozenges. I'll do a picture.
Wash them, slice them.
Yeah, they've got to be washed or it'll be ruined. There goes the hoary, able to do anything.
The multi-tool ball, multi-tools. Oh, look how
This is so cool.
the inside's actually hollow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can
See?
find that.
Oh,
So it's actually
interesting.
probably good that we broke this one up.
You're right, because the hollow doesn't know good. It's just the way life is. It shoots out a root, and the root serves the plant, and then the root doesn't serve the plant and rots.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's trying to turn in new roots.
Yep.
So yeah, interesting.
It grows no matter what.
Yeah, they seem pretty hardy.
Try burying them too much.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the crowns right on the surface. That makes sense. All right, and I'm just putting it with the pointy sides up, the crown on the top, the very surface of the dirt. Not going too deep. Right in there, just like that. Bury it with a little bit of dirt. Tuck it in and put the straw right back over it.
Well, I think this is a great start to season 2. Brooke.
Yeah, what a fun day it was today.
Oh, what a fun day. We had a lot of vicars, we're calling them, people in charge of their allotments. We've got a new set of vicars. They're knowledgeable, they're enthusiastic. They've been a lot of fun today.
Yep. We planted some garlic, we planted some shallots.
We learned about Elecampane.
Elecampane.
Elecampane. And we're really excited about how that might come up in the spring.
Yep.
And it's just very exciting to see what's going on.
Yep.
So thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us,
Yeah.
and we'll see you on the next episode.
Next episode.